Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I am back for another I Saw It in Somerset Studio magazine. And yes, I am still sick. I'm fine, but yeah. So what we're gonna do, this is the latest edition, and I went and got this because one of you, and I don't remember who, and I'm so sorry, mentioned there's a lot of cardboard things in this one. So my husband and I were at Barnes and Noble, and I had to get one. So November, December, January 2026, volume 29, issue 4 is what we're working with today. And I know it's Wednesday, and I usually do this on Friday, but I had to play with these because they're kind of easy, and that's the mode I'm in right now. So this is called Tiny Cardboard Treasures by Susan Ioder, I believe. There is her name. And then it's on page 123. But they're so cute. And I mean, so simple. Like, we've all done things like this, probably if we've been junk journaling for any amount of time. Some type of cluster. But these are like corrugated cardboard. And then there's also pieces of, it looks to be like sewing tissue paper and maybe some packaging. Like I have these pieces of a Amazon mailing envelope, and there's just funny pictures and like barcode and whatever, and I thought those might be kind of fun to play with this stuff. Mine are probably going to look different because I just don't have the same style, but that doesn't matter. It's really just the idea or the concept, right? The inspiration of it all. But they're so cute, and it's just simple little bits and pieces of all the junk that floats around, like my desk, for example. Probably not yours, but maybe. But anyway, just, I mean, so random, some of them, but they're so cute. So that's what we're going to play with. And these longer ones are great too, with the photographs. I didn't get out any photographs, but anyways, we're just going to play around and see what we come up with, because as I said, easy is kind of what I'm looking for today. So that's what I'm doing. I'm keeping it easy on myself. Well, and I kind of needed a little break from Christmas. I wanted to do something besides Christmas, and this was perfect. So I have my cardboard. I have a whole roll. And I got this on Amazon, but you can just use cardboard box or whatever. And then if you spritz it with water on the side that has this covering, it peels off easier rather than trying to just pick at it and peel it. You can do that too, but just a little tip there. I'll even every once in a while go run some underwater real quick and then pull off all of that. But then I also have figured out from doing those little envelopes and things that I did with you guys, if you squish it, it takes up less room. So anyways, this is a piece of a Jimmy John's napkin. I think it's Jimmy John's. We had extras when we had sandwiches. Oh, Jersey Mike's, apologize. Anyway, it's got a neat texture to it, and so I'm going to use a piece of that. And then I tore apart one of these to do that. I think last week I did. Oh my goodness, the Santa, and there was a piece of this, and this is from my paint swatches digital download. And they're tags, but I had torn a piece off and this was left over, so that's a perfect little piece to use. I am going to ink. I don't think she did a lot of inking, but I do love my ink, so I'm going to ink. I have a vitamin C lozenge in my mouth, so if you hear that, I apologize. I need something to keep swallowing. I told Carol Laws, I tried to get into my doctor, and since everybody in the world has moved to Idaho in the last few years, I can't get in until December 24th. And I was like, wow, well, I hope I don't have an infection. But I started doing some, I can always go to like a Doc in the Box or something like that, and it's not a big deal. But anyways, I've been doing saltwater gargles, and that really has helped. I know it doesn't sound like it maybe, But it really, really has helped. The swelling in my neck and stuff is down a lot. So I think I'll be all right. I think I just got a crazy saliva gland going. And I think I have a cold too. Like, it's definitely a virus, but antibiotics aren't going to help that. So we'll just see. And if I have to, I'll go to the Doc in the Box. I just try to avoid those places like the plague. And that's probably because I worked in one before. And nothing, like, always clean and good. And I don't mean avoid it that way. I just, I really don't like going to the doctor, so. If you need it, it's fantastic. But I have no patience, and so waiting for whatever, you know, I'm just not good at it. Sitting and waiting isn't good for me. I get ants in my pants. Not that any of us like waiting. None of us do. But I'm trying to decide, do I want a piece of this? Do I want a piece of that? I don't know. I didn't plan these. Can you tell? But I do kind of like this. But I don't want to cover up my napkin entirely. I just think that's kind of fun. But I might have to use that on a different one. I feel like I just need a little color of some kind. Maybe fabric. So what do you need to do this? You just need all the random junk that you have laying around. And by junk, I mean, you know, corrugated cardboard, sewing tissue or napkin or whatever the kind of papery something is that you like. But the little bits and pieces of stuff that we always seem to have are great because it's hard to use up all the little bits, right? So it's fun to find projects where you get to use those up. And really, honestly, with this, I feel like it doesn't really matter if it looks a little bit like garbage. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean it is supposed to be a little bit random and kind of junky for a junk journal. But yeah. So I had a few errands I had to run quickly, mainly just run to the post office, and then I went and got myself some cold medicine because my hubby is working today. So I am back and just thought I want to do one of these out of this magazine because I do like them. There are a lot of neat projects in there. So whoever told me that, thank you. That's the only problem. Sometimes when I read comments, you know, I read a whole bunch and then I can't remember who told me what. And if I'd write it down, that would be helpful. But, oh, speaking of writing it down, I need to say hugs and blessings to Pama, Nan, Judith, Kathy, and Sherry. All my Sherrys. I have a few Sherrys. So thank you all for your kind comments. Thank you for watching. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you've been with me for a long time or a short time, welcome back. I do so appreciate all of you. Yeah, these are fun. You could, I mean, obviously do this 100 different ways. And I might even use my tiny attacher just to make sure that some things stay on there. Plus, I like that. Okay, so there's one. Yep. And then we're going to tear another piece of cardboard here. See one that's a little bit longer. Oopsie. Oop, see, this cracks so easy. I like all edges torn. And you don't have to smash yours if you don't want it smashed. I just notice it takes up a lot less room if you do that, and you still kind of get that texture, so I'm fine with it. This is even sticky from the like really sticky apparently. We can just stick that right on there and it will stick just fine. Oh, I forgot. I was going to put like a word on there. I have some words, some that I typed. I have a very old typewriter, and you practically have to break your fingers to push the buttons. So let's just say I don't do a lot of typing on it, but sometimes it's fun to get it out and type something. I like this one. It says creativity is magic. So yes, that's why I did not. I thought about doing a freebie page, and I'm sorry, but that thing is, it's rough on your hands. I don't know how they used to use those. I don't know, maybe if it's just because it's so old, but you seriously have to push those buttons, like keys. That's the word I've been looking for. But anyway, it's not easy. And you see those old movies and they're just typing away and I'm like, sure. Because we had electric typewriters when I was in high school, thank goodness. Because I have wimpy, skinny fingers, but yeah, it just, I want that on here or on here. If I'd have thought of it sooner, I can put just a single word on there, maybe. But I don't know how they used those old ones with any continual use, you know what I mean? Because, phew, these are from my, I'm trying to think, Whatnot kit, I believe. They're those viewfinders that I turned into kind of like color wheels, but they're tiny, and so they're perfect for this. No, I don't like that. I think I want a piece of fabric again. I have these itty bitty little pins. This fabric's so old, that I just found the other day that, I mean, I knew I had, but they're so tiny and they have colored tops. So I thought it might be fun to use those for a change since I have a million of them from my scrapbooking days. And I don't know, somebody will ask where they can get them. I don't know. I don't know if you can still get them or not because they're seriously old. But they'll be cute with just a bit of color on them. Okay, what am I doing wrong? Everything. Yeah, that will work. Let's do something like that. Okay. Little color wheel. Would the other color wheel be better color-wise? Yeah, that's a little matchy, so I think I'm going to go with this one. Just a scrap of paper here. This is my embroidery kit. From my embroidery kit, I guess I should say. Just put the stuff down. That's all I can tell you. And have fun with it. Yeah, I don't know anybody who's sick, so I'm not sure where I picked this up from, but could have lived without it. I need maybe some more of this. I'm struggling to think. Oh. What's this stuff called? I'm wanting to call it scotch tape. Masking tape. Thank you for whoever was yelling at me. I appreciate it. That's what it's called. I do like playing with this masking tape, and I forget to use it. It needs a little glue because it's, well, it got better as we went down the roll there, but at first it didn't stick at all like the first couple bits of it. It sticks now, though. You're not going to see a lot of that, but that's okay. Where do I want this? It sticks to my finger very well, though. I'm not feeling very magic today, you guys. But I was going to play with this either way, so I might as well turn on the camera. If you're like, oh my gosh, lady, you can, you won't hurt my feelings if you leave me today. I don't know what it is when you're sick, but seriously, the brain, it doesn't like it. All right. That is good. I think we'll put a staple in this somewhere just to help kind of hold it together. You could add some gesso. You could splatter it. You could do all manner of things. There's that one. Yeah, there's fun little bits to add onto a pocket or the top of a page. Somewhere fun, right? Okay. Oh, we wanted to add a word. I also have these. And I don't know, I've had these forever too. What would just be a fun, just a one word? Yeah, remember for a while people would like make frames. Oh, Explorer would be good. Frames and all kinds of things, because you can obviously like group words together and whatever. So these were real popular, and I apparently hardly used them. Because I hoard stuff, and then see, now I have it, and I'm like, why did I keep that? Why did I hoard it? I don't know. Okay, so we got two of them. I want to do kind of a maybe shabby chic sort of ish one. They're just gonna keep getting bigger and bigger. I kind of like this crazy. It almost looks like a United States or something in a weird way. I'm gonna take a little off of it. Okay, so I have one of these. And these are in the Whatnot. I have the Whatnot kit and the paint and play, and I am tending to get them mixed up with each other just because I did them very close to the same time, like made them both. And that is fabric tape that has no sticky left on the back because I hoarded it. That's going to be the theme. Can you tell? Oh yeah, because I hoarded it. Might take a piece of this doily. These ones I only really like the edge of, but it's fine. We just need a little bit. Need something. Some kind of paper scrap stuff, something. I have a piece of a tea bag too. Your friends always. I like that. Wow, that letter is just like... Ooh, careful, careful. It's fragile. See, this is the problem. I always want to stick too many things on these type of projects. I could do more like that. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay. I might just add this little bit of this just for some texture back at the back. I'm going to have to go to, what did I say it was? The sandwich place anyway, and get some more napkins. I just like those because I like the texture. Like a lot of places, they'll have this type of color, but it doesn't, it's just flat. And these ones have that kind of nubby, bumpy texture on them, and I like those. It works pretty good. But yeah, this is a super fun, and you could do this in a million styles. Well, actually, you know, any style you choose to make a journal. And just get all these random, what most people would consider pieces of trash. But those little bitty bits that we all hoard, keep, and think I'm going to use. Well, guess what? Today's the day. We're using them. We won't even put a dent in it, but we're going to pretend. We're going to pretend that we're getting lots of amazing things accomplished. Because I love those days. And they are few and far between. Am I right? At least it is for me, because I tend to squirrel a lot, so. Squirreling and getting things accomplished don't go very well together, unfortunately. But you could definitely, if you are just kind of set on Christmas right now, which I get because we all got things we got to get done, you could totally do these in a Christmas style. And they would be cute, cute, cute. I kind of like this side because it's got more roses. So we're going to go like that. Do I want to put this, like, the stems under and this over? Yeah, I think so. I think that will work. think it's fun to just use random things on these. Like, do I want a letter? That's too big, huh? It's hogging up too much room. Oh, special delivery would be cute. And then put this over here. I'll put the tape down first. I'll probably have to put a staple in that because I don't know how well it's going to end up sticking over time. Yeah, this was another I loved. I got a whole, it was like 4 rolls or something. But anyways, and I never used them. And then they all lost their sticky, which is fine. I really rather just glue them down anyway. But the silliness of it all. Oh, scared the bejeeminy out of me. That's my hubby coming home from work. I need to chat at him for a second. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So there is that one. Oh, sorry. That was like all over the place. So let's do another one. I mean, I'm sure you guys like get it. You just keep plugging along, making them however you like. I do like that packaging, and I like, you could like put a piece of this back on. That would be fun. I mean, you could do like, you know, the Christmas doodles that we did for the Christmas trees. Could do something like that. Would be cute. Yeah, I like these where they're showing you how to open the... Oh, I have one right there. They're so sticky. This one's not sticky. How to open the envelope. Words. Maybe a piece of this. It needs to be grungy. I was using these for that white. Maybe we need to spray it a little bit. Or we could put... Oh, sorry, I turned around the other direction. We could put some of this watercolor on there. Thought I had one that was kind of yellow ochre might be the best I have. Oh, I have sepia. Sepia. Need like a little piece of plastic. I don't think I have any. Oh, I do have some water. I should probably move these because otherwise I'm going to get stuff on them. I'm going to spray it all first. See, this is how these projects start, and then it just gets out of hand. And I wonder why I have such a mess. Don't know. I just don't know. Well, I wish I would have thought of that before I went and paused and came back. Because now I'm going to have to pause again to get that dry. All right, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back again. And I have my paper, and I did ink it a little bit. So I'm thinking I might want a little piece of this. Let's see. This is from, I think it's either Somerset Studio Magazine. It's one of their pages. They're like art pages. It's either that or Art Journaling Magazine. It's one of the two. So we're going to put that on first. I put hubby to work cutting snowflakes. gonna go there. And then this is from, I think it's the Whatnot. This might be Paint and Play. I can't remember. I think it's Whatnot. I think it's Whatnot. And Whatnot is the perfect description, honestly, because it's just a bunch of random stuff that is just fun to play with and have for, I mean, for this kind of thing, it's so perfect. So perfect. Okay, let's get this one glued down. Oh, no, we need to do this first. Y'all. I at least feel more like I have a little more energy today than I did yesterday. So that's also a good sign. Sorry. This was in one of, I think, my Halloween kits, and I can't remember. It might be the Halloween Old Stuff kit, I think. Just a little, it's a nice little size of a gent. I mean, you could probably make a much simpler, as far as, you know, just put some strips and staple them and stuff. I just always have to make it more complicated than it needs to be, but that's just the way I am. That's how I roll, man. Okay, and then we need like a save or something. I like this. The earth without the earth without art is just It's kind of long though, and it's a little faded. I don't know if it'll even show up. Yeah, it'd be real boring. Well, I don't know what I would do. I'd probably be in the loony bin or something if I didn't have have my art outlet. It's going to take some concentration or something to read that well, but that's okay. I'll make you work for it. I don't think I could do one of these. I do like that though, so I'm going to do it anyway. It's going to hang off a little bit, but it'll be all right. Oopsie, I don't want to cover up. Yeah, my typewriter, the ribbon on it is new, but you would never know that. Staples in this one. There's that one. I like that one. I think that's probably my favorite. That's what happens, you know, as you move along doing something, you tend to get better at it. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to describe that, but you guys know what I'm talking about. I want to see if there's one of these little pins that would look good on this. I didn't think of it till just now. there's little white ones. Like the whole thing. Don't you love it when you find stuff in your stash that you totally forgot about? A few of you have mentioned things like that, and it's so true. You just are like, oh yeah, I forgot I even had those. Let's stick through here. Who knows? I have to force it here. I need to go through a little more than that, I think. So let's... Oh, fiddly stuff is just my favorite. There we go. Now if I can get it to... Well, really now. I cannot get a hold of it, so that's the problem I'm having. I'm trying not to poke my finger. I don't think that's the right side. There we go. Shoo, that was brutal for you to watch. Sorry about that. Alrighty. So that is what I have. I think that you could just do this all day. Very relaxingly. And it would be very enjoyable. So, our inspiration, mine are very, very different just because I just don't have the same style. I love what she's done. I just don't use a lot of the bright colors is what it is. It's not anything else. It's all awesome. I just don't use a lot of the bright colors in my journals, so... But they are super cool. I do want to try... I need to find my, the pictures that I have, oh my gosh, yearbook pictures, and do a long one like that, because those are really cute. Like, I mean, this is so simple right here. It's cardboard, just a little strip of fabric, a little butterfly, I don't have any of those, and then a staple. See, I always have to make it much more complicated. This one's like a stitched piece of felt stapled onto a piece of cardboard. So, like, you do not have to get carried away and get adding all the little tidbits and whatever, but you could make them very simply, and they are so cute. So, yeah, I hope you guys make some. I would love to see them if you do, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and we will chat soon. Love ya. Bye.